I'm gonna show you 3 different graphs, and I promise you the last one is gonna shock you. Here's the first one. If you're 18 years old right now, this graph represents the amount of months that you have left on this earth. And that's assuming that you live to the age of 90, which is not guaranteed. Now, the second graph is gonna factor in the daily activities that you're gonna have in your life. So you're gonna sleep for about 288 months. Work and school is gonna take up about 126 months. You're gonna be cooking and eating for about 36 months. Driving, that's another 18 months. You're gonna have chores and errands. That's gonna approximately be about 36 months. You're gonna take a dump or brush your teeth for about 27 months. And this is gonna leave you with approximately 334 months to spend it doing whatever you actually wanna do with your life. Now, before I show you the next image, I want you to ask yourself this. How do I want to spend the next 334 months of my life? Now, this is the third graph. This graph factors in the average daily screen time of an 18-year-old in the United States. Right now, they're on pace to spend the last 93% of their life staring at a screen. That is 334 months of doing this. Now, if you actually have goals and ambitions that you desire to accomplish in your life, and you don't want to spend the next 334 months of your life staring at a screen, I highly suggest that you watch this video all the way till the end. So back in 2020, I used to spend hours of my days on Tinder, on dating apps, following women who didn't even know who I was on Instagram and shooting my shot in their DMs, or sending streak messages to women who were never ever gonna meet up with me. The rest of my time was spent playing video games, watching horrendous amounts of porn, or hanging out with my friends to go get drunk at the bar. I rarely went outside unless I was going to pick up some food or going out to the bar to get plastered. And that cycle continued for over a year before I finally decided it was time to make a change. Now, I didn't just start with some small change like taking cold showers or creating a 3-hour morning routine that I could do every day. We decided to swing the bat hard. We decided to pack our bags and move from Louisiana to Austin, Texas. And not only did we move, I decided to delete all of my social media accounts for a full year. And I'm not talking about just deleting the app off my phone. I deleted the account permanently. And that decision ended up being one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my entire life. I was no longer checking my phone every 20 seconds for a notification. Whenever I'd go out, I didn't have to take a picture to post it on Instagram to look cool in front of everybody. I no longer had these overwhelming urges to go and relapse to pornography because of all the cheeks that I was seeing on my social media feed. For once in my life, I finally had all my time back, and I could focus that time into other areas of my life. Things like reading my Bible more and spending more quiet time with God, or prioritizing my physical health and going to the gym, or grinding in my career, learning high-income skills so that I could finally bring in money. But the most important thing that came out of me deleting all my social media accounts was I found my purpose. I figured out that I had a passion for helping men to get on to self-improvement, to break free from their addictions, to find Christ. And when I found my purpose, I realized that I could actually create content instead of just consuming content. So I grabbed my camera and I started recording videos and posting them on Instagram and on YouTube. I know what you're thinking. You're like, dude, he's telling us to delete social media. Like, why is he talking about posting YouTube videos? It's one thing to just consume content and just scroll mindlessly on your phone for hours a day. And it's a completely different thing to learn valuable information and to create videos and content to help somebody and to change their lives. If you don't know who I am already, my name is Braden, and I help men to transform their lives through Christian self-improvement. If you're enjoying this video so far, do me a favor, scroll down and hit that subscribe button so that you see more videos on your homepage just like this one. You need to realize that these social media companies are evil. They want you brain dead because it's easier for them to control you if you don't think for yourself. Like, this is what these companies want you to look like, a total NPC. Are you really gonna let them destroy your attention span so that you can't even read a paragraph on a Google Doc for 10 seconds without getting distracted and thinking about some girl on TikTok or some girl that you matched with on Tinder? We can't even watch a 60-second reel on Instagram without scrolling past it to try and find another video that'll give us more dopamine. We have to get more control over our lives. These companies are going to destroy us. If you have a desire to be successful one day, you're going to need to focus on 3 different things. You're going to have to be disciplined, you're gonna have to be focused, and you're gonna have to be consistent every single day. And all 3 of those things require you to have a long and drawn out attention span. Like, really think about all the hours of the day that you spend mindlessly scrolling on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. You could be using all of that time to learn a skill, or to read a book, or to develop yourself, or to grow in your relationship with God. But instead of doing any of those things, we just consume and eat and funnel garbage into our heads and fry our freaking brains. Like, honestly, how can you expect to accomplish anything in your life if you can't focus? Like, right now, you can't even focus for this 10-minute long YouTube video without looking in the comments to see if anybody commented anything funny so you could have more dopamine released in your brain. If you really want to take action on this video right now, I need you to do one of 2 different things. Number 1 is you need to delete every single social media app and account that you have on your phone. And I know a lot of people are not going to go for that one. So I gave you a second option. The second option is we're going to set screen limits on your phone through your settings. And this is so you can't just scroll on social media mindlessly every single day. So right now, I'm going to play a screen recording and I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to set limits on your phone so that you don't fry your brain and you can regain control of your life. And if you're going to go with option 2, I need you to lock in and focus right now. All right, so I'm going to take you step by step exactly how to set a time limit on your phone. I'm going to share my screen, follow this step by step. So first thing I'm going to do, share my screen onto the MacBook. You're going to go into your settings. You're going to go down to screen time, and then you're going to set at limits. Okay, so you're going to add a limit. You can go onto your social media accounts or whatever. Mine or Instagram. You can do Facebook, TikTok, Discord, whatever, X, Twitter. You can go on to entertainment. If YouTube is a problem for you, you can turn off YouTube and you can set a limit on there. So I would suggest 20 minutes a day maximum, but you're free to do whatever you want. But you can set a 20-day limit for these 4 apps, so you can only be on, out of all 4 of them, 20 minutes a day. So you can get your little fix, but this way you're not going to be scrolling on social media for hours a day, completely wasting your time and frying your brain. And you can add limits for whatever apps you want. Like, figure out whatever is causing you to waste time and to be unproductive, and just set a limit on those apps, and it'll save your life. I want you to imagine this for a second. I want you to imagine getting to the age of 90 and seeing that visualization of that graph and all the time that you spent after the age of 18, and thinking about all the things that you could have done that you didn't do because you got distracted. I want you to think about the career that you could have had. Think about the life that you could have lived, the woman that you could have married, if you would have simply figured out how to escape the social media matrix and regain control over your life. I want you to ask yourself 2 questions and answer them honestly. Do you feel like God would want you to live a better life than the one that you're living right now? And do you feel like you deserve to have a better life than the one that you're living right now? If you answered yes to either of those questions, you need to take action on this video. You need to get off your phone. You need to stop spending hours wasting time and filling your mind with garbage. And you need to find a community of like-minded men who can push you, can help you to get uncomfortable, and help you to make a dang change. I want you to stop what you're doing, share this video with a friend who has just as bad of a social media addiction as you do. I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you learned something. I hope that God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.